Hello, dear friends. Today, Monday, June 8th, we're beginning a new week. And, as summer is approaching, school is ending, we are at a crossroads, I feel, in many ways. This is part of our Corona Inspiration series. We're number 63. 63 is a special number, actually, that 63 books in the Mishnah. 63 has a lot of Kabbalistic significance. But I want to talk about something which I think is not something we give thought to, but we should be aware of this as well. And that is, there's a lot of discussion about camps. Should summer camp happen or not? In Quebec, in Canada, they're not allowing overnight camps, sleepaway camps, but they're saying day camps can happen. In the States, we just heard now in New York, they're allowing sleepaway camps, they're allowing day camps. And once they said they're allowing day camps, we who have run a day camp for many years, obviously we're excited. Let's go and try to make a day camp. But one of the things that was interesting is we heard from a lot of people saying, I don't want to send my kid to a day camp. I'm not so comfortable yet. I'm very concerned. Schools have opened. Daycares, not the elementary and the high school, but daycares have opened. Again, many people are saying, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be there. And on one hand, it looks like people are trying to be extra cautious. You want to be careful. You heard so much about this virus. You don't want anyone to catch it and bring it back home. And there's merit to that. There's no question that there may be. But until a vaccine is found, hopefully it happens soon, or it can happen in 12 or 18 months. Is this the way we're going to live? That we're just going to cease to go through regular activities and start getting together in some way, and we're going to start going to the places where there are other people? I mean, obviously, you go in the streets, whether it's New York, people are telling me all over Montreal, the streets are packed, places are packed, there's no shoulder to shoulder. I'm talking about people who are taking it very seriously. So it got me thinking that we find something very fascinating. Noach. Noach was the most interesting person who ever lived because he lived in three worlds. He lived in the world before the flood, when the world became very corrupt. It was plentiful of everything, but it became very corrupt. God said he's going to destroy the world and save Noach because he's good. Noach couldn't even convince anyone else to do teshuvah, to repent. Noach alone built this ark himself, and only him and his family went into this ark, and they saw. They didn't have windows in the ark, but they knew that destruction was happening everywhere around. The entire world was being destroyed. And then the flooding stopped. The water recedes. And they sent out birds and they checked it out, and they know that the water has receded enough that the land is showing. It's time to get out. But Noach and the people did not want to leave. And we find that God had to give a special command. Noach, go out of the ark. Do not stay here anymore. You have to go out and you have to begin starting to live life again. Start repopulating the world. Start planting and doing everything you need to do. Noach was very scared. Noach was saying, ooh, it's tight in here. We know that it was a miracle how everything fit in, all the animals and the people and the food and the garbage. It was a miracle. But though it was tight, they were ready to stay in that state because all of a sudden they got scared of the unknown. Could we go back into the world? Will we be able to go back into the new normal? So the nature of people is that when we get used to something, it's very hard for us to change. Psychologically, they always say that many people would rather stay in an abusive situation. God forbid, children who are abused by parents, spouses who are abused by their spouses. They'd rather stay in a situation that's difficult, but they're aware of what the worst of it is, than to go into the unknown, to all of a sudden venture out and try something new. Even if it's something you did before, but it's new for now because your frame of mind has changed. And God has to push us and say, get out. There's a time you got to go out. When you go out, there's risk. There's risk of failure. In here, there are miracles. There's risk when you go out. You go back to the natural way of things. There may be failure. There may be hardship. It's not going to be easy, but you got to go out because that's what you have to do. And I think we're going to need a little bit of that as well here, where to go out back to your regular activity. I'm not saying someone who has to go to work, you have to make a living. I'm talking about getting back into schools and into camps and into making weddings and celebrations and shows, etc. That you're going to realize it's going to be a bit of a leap of faith. You're going to have to make that jump and say, I'm ready. Because we're aware we're going to try to be as careful as we can, but we got to go back into living. We got to go back into regular activity. This is not the idea to stay for 18 months or 12 months locked up because maybe something will happen. We'll take as much caution as we can, but yet within that, we'll be able to start going back to activities. And our children, we know today, Zoom is great. I love getting together with many of you on Zoom and on Facebook, but it doesn't replace a child in a classroom with the live interaction with the friends, with the teacher, and with an environment. And so too camps. Camp is a great time for children. They grow so much. And whatever we do in our home is not going to give them what they need in those types of environments as well. So we're going to have to take that leap of faith, not blindly and not ignoring everything, but even with the knowledge to make that leap. So society's starting to come back out, and we're going to play it by ear, and hopefully everything will be well and good. But we have to be ready to take that leap of faith and do it instead of now all of a sudden sitting like Noah, scared to leave the current situation as difficult as it is. But God is with us and says there's times you got to reopen the doors. There are times you got to move forward a little bit. And like everything in life has a little bit of risk. God is saving us all day long from different types of events, sicknesses, pandemics, known and unknown, in situations. All the time He's saving us. So if we take proper precautions, He'll save us as well. If you go out, you wear a mask, you keep a distance, you'll be well and good, and we'll be able to continue growing and interacting and doing the things we need to do for ourselves and our society. So I want to wish you a great day.